Roy? Can...
I want to tell you... No.
Hey! Hey, please! Please, get us out of here. They're doing terrible things. They use us for tests, expose us to the sun. Some of us have even been operated on. If we stay here, we'll die. Or worse. Help us. We haven't done anything to deserve any of this. I was just in the militia. Okay, I demonstrated against the Technomancers, but that's all.
Calm down. I'll get you out, all of you, but I can't break the door down. Do you know who has the key?
A Technomancer, of course. Their leader here, I think. He's really powerful and heartless.
It's horrible, Roy. I didn't think we Technomancers were capable of such senseless atrocity.
I don't feel like I have anything in common with them anymore. These people are sick. Their thirst for power has taken the place of their humanity.
Do you think I might become as callous as them? Lose my head?
You're a bit odd, sure, but no, you're not like them, Mary. Don't worry about it. What'd they do to you, exactly?
I was lucky, in a way. They only put me out in the sun a few times so far. I thought I was gonna die, and I'm covered with blisters, but that's nothing compared to what they did to some of the others. They feed us strange things, disgusting water, pieces of flesh that looks human. Some people had mutant parts transplanted onto them. Most of those people died. They also made the women get pregnant by mutants. We never saw them again. Please, get us out of this hell.
How'd you end up here?
It was just after the demonstration. I thought things were okay. I didn't have any trouble when the leaders of militia were arrested. Then one morning, Source Security showed up at my place. They arrested my wife and me and took us here. She died after they did horrible things to her.
Any idea what's making them do this?
How could I possibly know what those madmen are thinking? They aren't human anymore.
You may have heard something.
Nothing. Just the screams of my friends. And that's more than I wanted to hear, believe me.
I'll be back as soon as walls going ballistic. That could become dangerous.
What are you doing here? You have any idea how important the research you're interfering with is?
Research based on the horrible experiments carried out on Aurora's citizens.
I recognize you now. You were at the source when I was a child. Still so sure you're on the right side, huh? That you're always right? Still so full of yourself over your abilities, I guess. But I'll teach you. I'll show you your place.
Just us now.
Do you have the key? Please hurry, some of us need help.
Here, I finally have the key. Take it and free your comrades.
Thanks. Thank you so much. You saved our lives.
Well, what is the Shadowline site hiding?
If you'd have seen it with your own eyes, your stomach would have turned. The Technomancers are using the site to carry out experiments on political prisoners. They're putting them through all kinds of torture. Anything that might have the slightest chance of provoking a mutation. Overexposure to the sun, mutant organ transplants, that sort of thing. I put an end to it by freeing the prisoners, and I fought the Technomancer who was in charge of it all. You know everything I do.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why Wisdom is involved in it. But he's gone too far this time. I'm going to seal off the Shadowline to keep the proof. It's time to work on the source and stop all this madness. Wisdom and his Technomancer. If you're ready, we can go right away. But I suggest you settle any business you have. Then see.
I'm going.
Well, what?
If you'd have seen them, they're putting them through.
It's yeah.
All right. I'd like Mary to come.
She's a little deranged, isn't she? But one more Technomancer at our side would be useful.
We're finally leaving Greenhope, after shedding light on what the Technomancers were preparing. The excavation site where we put a stop to a series of inhuman experiments. I haven't figured out what they were about, but you can't keep secrets under the sands of Mars for long. But one thing's for sure. Wisdom, our dowser, knows everything, and even seems to be encouraging it. We don't have a choice. We have to stop his madness. Here, we're far from the hustle and bustle of the city, and it's almost relaxing, until I think of the fight that lies ahead. Mary is with me. Another Technomancer will be more than welcome in this march on the Source. Because I'm suspicious of Honor now that he's only one step from power. As a precaution, I'll be leaving this diary with Charity. You have to watch your back in the world of politics.
There! Kill him! Well, this is the heart of the Source. But you've already been here, haven't you?
When I was a kid, I was confined to the Technomancer's buildings. I wasn't allowed on the Dowser's floors.
I see. Well, I have to warn you that it's pretty sure we're going to encounter lots of resistance in this building. The Dowser's guards aren't choir boys. But we have to confront Wisdom with his madness. That's the only way to describe what he's done now. And we have to save Aurora.
I'm not scared of the Source guards.
You know why I'm here. But as for you...
Ever since I was a kid, I've hated the Technomancers, and everything that's happened lately, hunting me down, what they did to Aurora, just made it worse. I don't want them in power. I hope that's motivation enough for you. It's what
So all we have to do is enter this office, and it's done.
Done? No, but we'll be one step closer. I'd rather you stay here. I need to do this with honor, just the two of us.
Do you think we're still in danger? Is that why? I can defend myself, you know that. And that man, I'm not convinced we can trust him.
Thanks, I mean it, but what happens next is going to determine the fate of the guild. I need to do this alone. Just wait here, and don't worry.
Honor. And a technomancer. You said you hated them. Not that it really matters. I suppose I was sure you'd end up finding out and coming here full of righteous anger. You betrayed Aurora, its people, and its ideals. You betrayed us all, and you even betrayed yourself. The people were everything for you, but you let the technomancers do the unspeakable. Why? To be cured? You're not just afflicted, Wisdom. You gave in to madness solely to save your life and your power. Because you and your honor are beyond its call? The truth, my friend, is that you are like all the others. The only thing you see is the mutation, and it disgusts you. And yet, am I not a hero? Have you forgotten our battles and our victories? Did you know that when I returned from Green Hope, I discovered I had patches of diseased flesh? What was I to do? At the time, I thought only of the guild. Without my ability to unite the technomancers and the militia, Abundance would have won. And that made me afraid. Can you truly blame me for this? You risked letting Aurora fall to pieces to save yourself. You ruined everything for that. What would happen if news of your condition got out? If everyone found out you're a mutant? Yes, you disgust me. But not for the reasons you think. You're going to die, Wisdom. But no one will know of your secret. For Aurora. Goodbye. Roy. I'm sorry. I didn't think he would dare admit to why he did what he did. I don't have a choice now, if I want to keep this a secret.
Before you go and do something stupid, I suggest you think twice. I've been keeping a diary, a habit I picked up from a young man who sees more clearly than people think. I gave the diary to people who won't hesitate for a second to make it public if anything happens to me or my friends. It'd be a shame if some of your secrets came to light. That won't happen if you let us go. You want power just as much as wisdom, but I don't really give a shit. Like I told you, I wanted revenge on the Technomancers and to make sure they didn't keep power. And I'm sure you'll be great at stopping them. For the rest...
Go, Roy. Go quickly. Go far and never come back. I'll respect our agreement. Goodbye.
And there you have it. In the name of my guild, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. For the sake of a man obsessed with his vision of glory, of honor, and power. We managed to stop the Technomancers. They're now gathered in the Source, watched closely, made into a living weapon. I imagine our beloved General would have liked to shut me in there too, but through our agreement I have remained free, and I intend to stay that way. He would have liked to lock Mary up in there too, but she asked me to help, and I arranged for her to stay free. She may be a bit crazy, but she definitely didn't deserve to end up as a suicide bomber. Tenacity saw the threats as well. The General seemed to be suspicious of everyone who was too close to me. He's preparing to leave Shadowlair and go back to his life of wandering. I have to say that the General has started a cleansing campaign, and all the criminals and people a bit suspect are systematically arrested. He'll rebuild Aurora according to his vision. Oddly enough, I have the impression that our guild is going to start to resemble Abundance, more aggressive, a police state. That should make Devotion happy, stubborn and apparently faithful as she is. She continues to serve the General through clenched teeth. Poor girl. He'll definitely need her. One thing's for sure, Abundance is nowhere near ready to give up, and the Resistance, even though they're being hunted, is still growling in the city slums. Aurora should be able to face anything with a man like that leading it. As for me, because I have to leave the capital, I've decided to join Innocence. He'll probably be angry with me at first for betraying his ideals, but I'll give him his diary, and maybe if he reads it, he'll understand why I did what I did. And so ends my part to the War Log of Innocence Smith. I'll leave it up to him to decide if he's written the final chapter.